Guys, it's me. It's been a minute. I'm back. I think the last time I posted a video was like 8 months ago, so sorry. But yeah, so I just decided like during like this quarantine and everything, I have time to actually finally make like a YouTube video, so I thought I would go ahead and do one. So I just kind of picked like all my favorites and like all the things that I've been using recently and implementing a lot when I do my makeup, and things that I actually truly like love, and just kind of incorporated it into like a full glam look for you guys. So yeah, that's what the video is gonna be, and I'm just gonna kind of chit chat throughout it and everything. So yeah, sorry if it's not like super entertaining, but I haven't made a video in so long that I just feel very rusty and almost like super uncomfortable when I like started filming. So I'm a little warmed up now that I'm done, but yeah. So if you want to see this look, go ahead and keep watching. God, this feels so quiet in here right now. I usually like when I'm doing like my Instagram ones, because I don't talk, I have like music playing, so it just feels very like silent in here, and it's really kind of uncomfortable. Okay. Also, my camera overheats a lot, so that's another reason why I don't really like make YouTube videos a lot, because it overheats, so I can't like I have to stop and turn it off for a little bit and then turn it back on, and it's really annoying. I can only film in like 10-minute increments or something like that. Sometimes it actually goes up to like 17 minutes, but I don't know. Whatever. I might have to like stop and start again, so just FYI. I literally said, oh, I'm gonna get everything out and have everything ready, and I didn't get a primer ready, so let me dig for one quick. Okay, so I can't find my big one, so I'll just grab this like little travel size one, and I know they've updated the packaging since this, but whatever, it's what I'm going to use because it's literally one of my favorite primers. It's what I recommend for a lot of people. The Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I got pretty big pores, so it does help with that. And then I did already do like all my skincare and get my skin prepped and ready. Okay. I was kind of torn between two foundations. I have two here that I kind of use a lot. They're both very full coverage, so I will say that they are both pretty heavy. So I have my Becca, the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, and then my Laura Mercier Ultra Longwear. I like both of them, but I think I'll use my Becca one today just because I haven't used it in a little while. So one thing I've been doing, so if some of you don't know, I stopped tanning. Used to be heavy, hardcore tanner, tanned year round, yada yada yada. But yeah, since I became an esthetician, just got a little smarter and stopped tanning so much. So actually I don't tan at all, and I wear SPF. I have actually, none of my foundations match me now, so because I've gotten so pale, but I have literally drawers of foundations, so I need to obviously use them up. So what I've been doing is I got this pigment mixer. This is the LA Girl foundation, like the white mixer. So it just makes the foundations lighter. So I just mix it with that. It doesn't really change the consistency of them. That's why I like it. And then I have this dirty palette that I use. I mix the foundation and the white mixer like in there to lighten it. Just so I don't waste like all these foundations I have that are like way too dark for me now. So I usually put like a pump or two of my foundation in the palette, and then I do like a pump or two of that. I have little like wax sticks that I use, and then I just kind of mix them up. So I just keep adding white to it until I think it's light enough for me. If it's a little off, I don't really care because I can blend it into my neck pretty well. So I'm going to apply that with my Morphe blending sponge. I do prefer to use a sponge for my foundation for the most part. Kind of depends on the foundation. Some of them, a brush does apply it a little better, but for this, we're gonna use my sponge. Honestly, this is one of my favorite foundations. If you really want some like good full coverage. As far as like a drugstore one, if you want, Maybelline Superstay is super comparable to this. I'm trying to think of like stuff to talk about while I'm doing this, because I just like, I don't know. I haven't done a YouTube video in so long that I feel very like, what do I even do? Like, what do I say? I'm trying to think of like the last time. So I think my last video was, God, that was like 8 months ago. So I talked about like that we bought a house, got engaged, I'm an esthetician now. I don't think at that time. I don't think I was working at my current job. So I do work at a glow spa and salon now. I'm just so upset about this like quarantine thing, because like why couldn't this have happened at like my previous job when I didn't want to be there? Like why has this gotta happen at a job where I literally love like everything about it? I love what I do, I love my clients, I love my coworkers, like my boss is amazing. Like there's so much good stuff I can say about that place. And I'm just like, I cried when they said like, oh, we're closing. I was literally waxing one of the other girls that works there, like in the middle of it, and we got the text and she was like, oh, I was like, oh. And then I cried. I feel like something's missing, you know, because I literally love what I do. Like, I genuinely love what I do. So it just makes it a little different. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my favorite concealer. This has been my favorite concealer since literally it came out. It honestly hasn't changed. I do use a lot of different ones, but this is literally my ride or die. So Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It's honestly my favorite. I think this one's getting a little low, but I think I have an extra one somewhere in my little bin. So typically anytime I'm like taking pictures or like gonna be doing like selfies or something for Instagram, I really layer on the makeup. Like I really cake it up. Just because I want like my complexion to look like as smooth and even as possible. But the thing is like even though I'm caking it on, it seriously isn't like, it's not uncomfortable. Like for me anyway. I mean maybe for somebody that doesn't wear a lot of makeup might feel like it's uncomfortable, but... Oh, also, I started getting my lips filled. So that's another thing I've been doing. And honestly, I love them so much. I'm saying that when I have foundation lips on. Ooh. But yeah, so I've been getting them done at Medical Grade Aesthetics, and I seriously love that place so much. They do such a good job, really thorough consultation, and I love how they look. So far I've gotten 3 CCs put in my lips, so they're quite a bit bigger than they were. Sometimes I like look at them and I'm like, oh, I feel like they need more, but no, like they're good, they're good. I need to like calm my tits. All right, now I'm gonna be using my favorite setting powder in the world. This is probably never gonna change. I personally don't feel like there's anything better. This has been my ride or die setting powder since I don't even know when. It's just literally the best. I have a whole drawer of setting powders, but this one, it's the one, man. I am gonna bake with it today. Actually, first I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow primer because I do like to put setting powder over top of that, so I'll put that on quick. This is the MAC Pro Longwear in Soft Ochre. So I'm just gonna get a little of that on first. Nice good canvas for our eyes. So I'll use my translucent setting powder. I like to flip it upside down and then shake it a little bit just to get some of that powder out of there so I can get a heavy amount, because when I'm baking, I like to use a lot. Come on. I'm honestly so grateful Laura Mercier sends me these, because this is like the best stuff in the world and it's like $38 a pop. So honestly, I'm super grateful to be on their PR list, because I go through a lot of this powder. Yeah. So one reason that I do this is because when you get it on nice and thick when you're baking and then you go to do your eyeshadow, if the fallout goes like into the powder, it just sweeps away and then you don't have a huge mess under your eyes after. So fun little tip. I've probably already said that before in another video, but honestly, I literally like never post on YouTube anymore, so I feel like I'm like starting fresh, because a lot of my old videos are like, oh my god, they're like 5-6 years old, and that's not me anymore, you know, just different. And then I am gonna take my Morphe M501 brush and I am just gonna dab a little bit of that setting powder on my lid. Oh, there must have been a little bit of eyeshadow left on that brush. Whoops, I got a little pink on my eyelid there. That's okay. Bob Ross, just happy little mistakes, that's all. We can work with it. Totally forgot to get like any eyeshadow out at all. Literally didn't even grab any. I guess I'll go dig for a palette quick. So one of the palettes I've been using a lot lately is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrazi palette. And the shades, like these warmer shades, are the ones I use like pretty frequently. I think they make really good transition shades, and I personally love warmer shades, especially for blue eyes, because it makes them pop a lot more. You always want to use like opposite colors, just because they, you know, contrast. So I'm gonna start with the shade New Yorker, which is that one right there. And I'm gonna be using my Morphe M501 brush. It is literally my ride or die go-to brush. Probably already said that, but and then I'm just gonna start out here on the outer corner, kind of work my way in. And I'm just kind of warming up my crease with that. I kind of want to hurry up and finish this video because it's actually looking really nice outside right now. Kind of want to get outside and do some yard work. Gosh, that is one thing literally with being homeowners. You don't even think about that stuff when you buy a house. You don't even think like, oh, I gotta do all like the yard work, the landscaping, something breaks in the house, you gotta fix it. Our garbage disposal just stopped working, and it was kind of like, what else? Like, honestly, like obviously we're like lacking income like at the moment because I'm not working. We're fine, like we're fine financially, but still, like, hope everybody else is doing fine during this odd time. Sometimes it doesn't feel real, like honestly. What a time to be alive, man, where like literally you're like ordered not to work. So weird. Honestly, all I've literally been doing though is playing video games, and it's so funny because literally start of the quarantine I'm like, oh my god, my house is gonna be so clean and I'm gonna get so much done. And like literally the first like 12 days I was literally on the couch like playing video games for hours on end, like days. No regrets though, because I did beat Witcher 3, although I was kind of like sad about it. I know some of you like don't play video games, so you're kind of like, I really don't care what you're talking about right now. But for those of you who do play video games and did play The Witcher, literally I didn't even get to like, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but the little area, the Duchy of Toussaint or Toussaint, Duchy of Toussaint, I don't know. That area, y'all know what I'm talking about if you've played the game. I didn't even get to that. Like I literally didn't go there once and I beat the game. So I'm like, okay, you didn't even need to unlock that. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that if you're like playing the game and you haven't beat it or you want to play the game. Oops, we won't talk about that anymore. Anyway, so I've been playing that. I've been playing Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing's so fun. It's so cute. Nicholas doesn't get it. He's totally like, this game looks so stupid, but it's fun. I've been playing it literally. I've been playing Animal Crossing since, oh, God, I got my GameCube when I was like 12. Animal Crossing's just fun. Like, I don't know. Tom Nook's a little bastard, but it's fun. Little bastard raccoon. All right, now I'm taking that same color and I can't tell you where this brush is from. I don't know. There's no label on it. I think it's an Estee Lauder brush that came like in a kit or something, but it's just an angled, like fluffy brush. Like it's just angled, and I like using that for like putting stuff under my eye. Gosh, it's so hard for me to like focus and do this at the same time because I'm just so used to just like doing it and not talking for like my Instagram videos. And I'm just taking like a clean brush and going back in and buffing this out. Honestly, the whole reason I'm like just thinking like y'all are gonna be like, oh, why are you just randomly like doing like a YouTube video when you haven't posted in forever and you never post? Because I have time. That's why. Literally, I have time to actually do this now, and anybody that says YouTube doesn't take a lot of time, you're wrong. Literally, it's so time consuming. I even find it hard just to make my Instagram videos anymore. Like when you work full time, like it is hard to get around to this stuff. It takes so many hours and like so much effort, and I am pretty lazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a lazy ass. Nicholas will tell you, I'm pretty freaking lazy. It's fine, it's just me. So now I'm gonna take this, oh god, what is this? Some Morphe brush that came in like a kit. It's fluffy, it's nice, I like it. And I'm gonna use this shade 1988, I think is what it is. It's just a darker like brown, and I'm just gonna like deepen my crease with that. And we'll start on the edges. And honestly, Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes have a lot of fallout. I think they like, the kickback is terrible, the fallout's terrible, but they work really well, so I try not to complain. All right, you guys see what I'm doing there? Just kind of like deepening my crease. Okay, now I'm gonna take this Morphe M507 brush. It's kind of just like a little bullet looking thing. And I'm gonna just take that darker shade and go across my lower lash line with that. My light just flickered. Oh, it just turned back on. Must be something wrong with it. I don't know. God, now I gotta order a new light and I ain't got no money. What else? I was all excited for this quarantine thing. I'm like, oh, we can do like all these house projects and stuff. And now I'm like, wait, we don't have any money. I can't do any house projects. So it's just like, oh, all right, now I got all the time in the world, but no funds to do it because I'm just kind of like, oh, we gotta save our money. I don't know when I'm going back to work, so boo Hisker. So yeah, it's just kind of like, I forgot what I was doing. I'm gonna make a cut crease. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm gonna be using this little Luxie 245 small shader brush to do a cut crease. And I'm not gonna do like anything fancy, just literally a basic cut crease. There you go. The other one, sorry I do not talk while I'm doing this because I literally can't focus. I mean, I guess I could try, but I feel like I can't handle that light right now. I feel like I need a new one. And then when I kind of get over to like the edge there, if I want it to blend, I kind of just tap it a little bit. I don't really like make it like a solid line there. And if you want, you can go back with some darker eyeshadow or whatever you want it to blend with and just kind of tap it over there if you make it too harsh. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe M167 brush and I'm gonna be using this Tarte Chrome paint pot. This one I believe is Top Yacht. It's really shimmery and it's like really creamy. So I like, sometimes I'll dip my brush in it, but sometimes I'll just take my finger and use it. I will try to use it with the brush today and see if we can pack it on there. Oh yeah, that's alright. Sometimes I'll like kind of use the brush to make the edges sharper and then I'll go back in with my finger and kind of pat it on there. Yeah, I think I want to take some of that darker shade and kind of pat it along the edge there just so it's not so harsh. Alright, and I am notorious for doing winged liner, so that's what we're gonna do today. Personally, I just love how it makes my eyes look, and yeah, I'm pretty good at them, so I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna be using my favorite, which is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. So here's a little tip for you when you're doing eyeliner. I have people ask me all the time, how do you do your liner like that? And honestly, I hold my head. So like I always prop my elbow up and then I hold my like head still, and then I never, very rarely will you see me drag back this way because that makes it skip. I drag it in and it doesn't skip when I do that. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'll just show you. So I'm holding my head still and then I just bring it over and I make my line like that, kind of where I want it to start. Kind of make it at a point there. And then I just drag like that. And that kind of started like fading right there, but that's what I do. Now we got our wing, see? And I'll just go back over that. And then I just kind of go back in and fill it in. But I always, when I'm trying to get this line here, I always swipe and bring it this way. I'm gonna go back and fix it if I need to at all, but I feel like that looks pretty good. And if I gotta darken it up or sharpen up any lines over here, I just kind of go through and do it. So there you go. That's how I do my wings. Hope that was helpful for some of you. All right, go ahead and do the other one. This is my good one, and this is always like my janky one. This one like never matches this one, but we're not perfect here, so that's okay. Just try your best. Oh my god, you guys know what song stuck in my head lately? Yummy by Justin Bieber. And I am not like, I totally am like not one of those people that's like obsessed with him or Like, I've never really listened to him, honestly. Like, I've never really cared for, like, I don't know, boy singers, I guess. But, like, that song is so good. Like, it's like, yeah. You just, I don't know. When it's on, I'm just like, yeah, it's a good song. And he actually has such a beautiful voice. I don't know. I've grown to, like, appreciate it a little bit, you know? All right, and then for my mascara, this has been my favorite for a long time as well. It's the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Honestly, so it's kind of weird, but I feel like it works better when it starts to dry out just a little bit. Not like super dry, but just, you know, just where it's like not new, you know? All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. And honestly, I'm not like super picky about my mascara when I'm putting on lashes. When I'm using lashes, I kind of just grab whatever mascara I have, but I know doesn't flake, because I'm really just trying to darken up my eyelashes, so. Because they're so blonde, you can't really see them. I put some foundation and like powder on, and then you can really see them, but they look blonde and it looks creepy. I wasn't gonna put eyeliner on the bottom, but I think I'm going to anyway. I'm gonna be using the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. Oh, it's the sharpener that came out at the end. I thought I broke it. Wow, I didn't even know that was there. Okay, learn something new every day. So yeah, this one, it just goes on pretty smooth and I really like it. They are a little bit more expensive, but I like it, so yeah. I don't really have like a technique or anything for doing this. Sometimes I pull my lid down, sometimes I don't want to touch my face, so I just do that. And I really, honestly, I don't take it like all the way into the inner corner because I think it makes your eyes look smaller, so I don't do that. So for lashes, I'm going to be using my favorite ones. They're not in the correct packaging. This is the Sweetheart lashes, but they're actually not. They are Genie lashes. So these ones are from Lash Dreams. I do have a coupon code for that, Taya15, if you guys want to use it. I think they're having a sale right now, so they're not like using coupon codes at the moment, but whatever, they're on sale, they're on sale. And I'm just going to be using my Duo lash adhesive. This one has like the brush on it, so it's a little easier to apply. And I'm just gonna stick them on. There we go. I feel like everybody asks me like how the hell do you put those on so fast? And honestly, I just have been doing them for so freaking long that it's just second nature to me. It's like putting on lip gloss. I just do it. Put them right on in the middle there, and then I kind of just make sure it's actually touching my eyelid, and just push them on, and they're on. That's all. I don't really have like any secret techniques or anything. It's just practice. That's all. So I think I can go ahead. I've been baking long enough, and I'm going to sweep away this powder. There's tons of fallout on it. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but there is a lot of fallout, and I'll just show you that it kind of just goes away and sweeps away. All right, so go ahead. Ooh, just stuck my fingers in my nose. I'm sorry. Just did that on camera. I just like, I thought I seen like something in there, so I just like very ladylike. So I will go ahead and do my eyebrows. Lately, I've been using a lot of Benefit products, just because they've sent me like so much. Like, oh my gosh, they literally just sent me every single shade of one of these, of their like Gimme Brow, and then something else, I think the pencil. They sent me every single shade of that too, and I'm like, I'll have to do a giveaway or something because that is a lot. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that. Like, I'll pick the shades that I use, but it's Christ. So yeah, the Eyebrow. So I'll use this. This one's starting to dry out a little bit, but I've literally got a million more in here that I can grab. One of my favorite ones that I use though is the Kat Von D 24-hour Super Brow. This one's really good. I do grab this one a lot, but today we'll just use the Benefit one. So it does have a little brush attached that's sometimes nice for like on the go, but I don't typically use that. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. There it is. Right there, has a nice little tip to it. And honestly, I should have waxed my eyebrows before this video because they're rough. Oh my god, my unibrow is, whew. Might as well brush that bad boy out too while we're at it. Alright, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of that, and then this is my good eyebrow and this is my bad eyebrow, so just prepare for that. Sisters, not twins. And I kind of just make, I like my brows pretty sharp, so I do a nice like base line across there. And then if my brush isn't sharp enough, I'll pinch it and pull and just tighten it up with some product on there. And that usually helps. Oh my god, that just scared me, and I kind of just made that really tall. That was my speaker that like plays my music, and it just shut off. So it scared the shit out of me. Okay, the camera's overheating, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I'm just gonna fill them in quick, and then I'll come back and explain some stuff to you guys. So just a minute. Alright, so I went ahead and finished my eyebrows. The only other thing I did, now I don't even know where I put it. Oh, this Gimme Brow. So it basically is just like a little bit of a brow mascara, and it just have some fibers in it, so it does help fill out your brows a little bit. And I just kind of like brushed up and then over with that. So, alright, so now that my brows are done, we can go ahead and finish up the rest of my face. So I was kind of torn between these two. I kind of use them both a lot. So I have my Hoola bronzer, and then the Fenty Beauty Private Island Sunstalker bronzer. So that one's a little warmer than the Hoola bronzer. The Hoola bronzer is a little bit like, it's still warm, but it's a little more cool toned. And then I'm going to put that on with my Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm sorry, I got this in like a kit like ages ago, so I have no idea like if they have like this like individually, and I don't think they do, but it's a natural bristle, like really soft like dome brush. I don't know. Just go ahead and swirl that around in there, and then typically I just kind of like go like towards the top of my ear and kind of pull down and go back and forth in buffing motions. Yes?
Sam just texted me saying you need to call Tracy and tell her about sleepover.
I'll call her in a little bit. Children want to have sleepovers when it's quarantine right now. And then I kind of just bring it up on my forehead a little bit, just because you don't want it just literally in one spot. You kind of want to warm up your entire face. A lot of people don't realize that. You kind of want it anywhere the sun would kind of normally hit your face. I like to do a little bit down here, just along the jawline. I have a couple different brushes that I kind of normally use for this. I'll just grab this one right now. It's another Sonia Kashuk one that I got in that kit, and it was like, God, that was like 7-8 years ago actually. Okay, and then I'll just get a little bit of that, and I just kind of go up and down the sides of my nose. Not even honestly just to contour, but just to add that warmth and help balance out your face, because otherwise literally the center of your face is just super like light. Then I kind of like to go across the top right there, and it kind of just makes it look like your nose is a little upturned, so it just comes to like a little sharper of a point. So this is nice if you have like a really big bridge and you're wanting to make it look smaller. I like to do that, but also it just adds a little more warmth to your face. And then also under my lip here, helps create more of a shadow to make your lip look a little bit more full. And for my blush, I'm going to be using the Buxom Cosmetics Wanderlust blush, and this is in the shade Mykonos. It's a real peachy shade. I like to use a little bit more of like peachy tones on my skin personally, but it kind of honestly depends on like the whole look itself too. But that's generally what I reach for. All right, and I'm going to be using my Morphe M105 brush. It's a natural, I think this is a natural bristle. Yeah, it's totally a natural bristle. A little more stiff brush, and I'm going to just dip into some of that, and I start right on the apples and kind of pull up. Oh my god, Nicholas is freaking vacuuming right now. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Alright, I just told him to quit vacuuming until I'm done. Got my blush on. It's not too much. I feel like it's just like a nice little pop of color. And then I actually like these because they smell really good. I don't know if you guys remember that from like all my old videos, that I smell everything. Like I literally, like I sniff everything. I don't know, I'm a sniffer. Like I literally just, if I see something, I gotta smell it. I don't know. Anyway, so as far as like my highlighter goes, I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills loose highlighter. This one is in the shade So Hollywood. I feel like it's like a really pretty like champagne-y color. It just really looks good on my skin tone. Which I want to use has pink all over it. I don't want that. Clean it off. Alright, so I'm just gonna dip it in that, and this is the Morphe M510 brush. And I'm just gonna start right here and kind of work it in there. I like to do a little bit like circular motions, just back and forth, and build it up. And then kind of bring it up here a little bit. I try not to get too much because loose highlighters can get very messy. So just gradually build it up. Don't just like go balls to the wall and start slapping it on your face. And then personally, I like to have some on my nose, so I just take it and I'll go right across the bridge of my nose like that. And then sometimes I'll put a little bit on the tip of my nose. If I really want it to stand out, I'll take like a tiny brush and build it up even more. This is a Morphe M506 brush, and I'll just go back and forth right there on my nose. See it just like pew. It also helps with like contouring and highlighting your nose too. Helps it look a little thinner and just nice. Oh, the hell with it. Let's put some in the inner corner of our eyes too. Why not? You can do whatever you want. And sometimes I'll go and take a little bit right above on my Cupid's bow. Highlight that a little bit. Alright, so now that that's done, we'll go ahead and put some lip stuff on. One that I reach for a lot is this. So I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipsticks. I have literally dozens of them, like literally copious amounts of them, but I just honestly prefer lip gloss for a lot of reasons. I feel like the liquid lipsticks, you have to be so precise with them, and they also like dry, and I feel like they get cracky. I don't have like, I mean, there's a couple that I can honestly say are really good, like Milk Cosmetics. I love their liquid lips. Huda Beauty has really great ones, but just in general, they get dry and cracked and flaky unless you really exfoliate and have really moisturized lips. So I try to avoid them. I don't put them on very often. I do when I want a certain look, or if I don't know. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. So I prefer lip glosses. The only thing I don't like about lip glosses is that it, you know, your hair gets stuck in the wind or whatever. So that's about the only thing I have to complain about with lip glosses. This is like probably one of my favorite ones. This is the MAC lip gloss in Primordial. So this is a nice nude. Everybody knows I love my nudes. And then since my lips are kind of covered in foundation right now, and this is pretty pigmented, so I'm just gonna go right over top with it. Oh, I love that color. So pretty. I just feel like you don't have to be as careful with lip glosses, and I don't know, make your lips look juicy. And that's what we're going for. So I just feel like my lip colors look so much better now that I have my lips filled. I just did not care for the shape of my lips before. They are very uneven. Even if you guys couldn't tell, like, they were definitely uneven. So, a piece of dead skin just came off my lips. I could literally sit here and just keep putting it on, but I don't need to. Sometimes I'll do a lip liner first. So typically I would have used like this MAC like Cork. This one's really nice, but not for this. We'll just go with it. So all right, let me put a little bit of setting spray on. So I'm gonna use my MAC Fix Plus. This is literally my favorite hell is this setting spray ever, like literally my favorite. Not exactly this scent. I like the scent, but they did update the packaging on this as well. But I have it in coconut, cucumber, the original, whatever, and then this cherry blossom one. So be real generous with that. She ain't going nowhere. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's the first time in like a long time that I've done anything, so sorry. Maybe I'll do some more while we're still quarantined, and if I find time when I'm going back to work to make some more, I will definitely try to do some more. So hope this answers some of the questions. A lot of people like message me a lot of questions about makeup and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I should just make a video with like explaining some of this stuff. Even if it's just simple things like when I did my like winged liner and stuff like that. So this is pretty much honestly like if I'm gonna like, if I just want to do a full face of glam, this is kind of what I would like go for, and these are a lot of my favorite products that I implement like daily. I will try and list everything below, and then also I just have to mention, so I have a friend that sent me jewelry. She sells paparazzi jewelry, and it's like, they're like, everything's like $5, and it's really pretty jewelry and everything. She sent me some probably like a year ago, and I just literally have not like posted like any videos. So she sent me some and then was like, oh, use it in a video or whatever, help me out, whatever. I'm like, yeah, of course. And I never like, I don't really do YouTube very often, and so I had it sitting up on my viewfinder forever, like hanging there. So for the next time I did a video, I was like, I am going to talk about her jewelry. And it was super cute, and it was black. I can't wear the earrings anymore because I am gauging my ears. So there's a hole in there. You can't really put earrings in there now. But the necklace and everything. And now I have so much stuff in my beauty room, like I can't find it, and I feel so freaking bad right now. I'm so sorry, Amanda, but I will put a link below if you guys want to check out like her jewelry and stuff, because I feel so fucking bad. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a dick. Like, I'm seriously like, I feel like a dickhead, like straight up ass, like an asshole. So yeah, I'll post a link for you guys below so you can check out her jewelry, and if you want to help support somebody, especially during this like quarantine thing, great way to do it. So plus the jewelry is really cute. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you guys are staying safe, and I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye. I have this thing for like throwing up peace signs, and it's like I catch myself doing it all the time and I can't help it. Like when I see people at work, like I'm walking around just like I'm always throwing up peace signs, and I totally don't do it on purpose. It's just like habit. Every time like I start a video too, like on my like Instagram, like I don't even do it intentionally, but I'm just like, and I'm like, stop it, like but I'm like kind of like, no, I'm gonna do it because it's what I like to do. Okay, bye.